This video is about the G chord. We're just going to talk about how to play it first of all, and secondly, talk about maybe some other chords that are commonly put together with it. This is a pretty much entry-level video related to the G chord. So let's talk about it. First, let's talk about a couple rules on how to make chords more effectively, easier, and make them sound better. One is nice round hands. You don't want to be indented or too flat, or you don't want to touch the other strings that are not supposed to be touched for that chord. For example, the G chord, nice round, and two other things. One, plenty of pressure into the fretboard. And the next thing is push up to the fret that you're on. You don't want to be back here. Notice I'm going to apply the same amount of pressure, and I'm simply just going to slide forward to the correct position, and you'll hear the chord kind of come alive. So I always say push up to the fret that you're supposed to be on. You don't want to be back here. Look, sliding it forward brings that chord in. I can't emphasize that enough. Too often, when people are starting out, they're pulled back too far. You need to think about what fret each finger needs to be on, round those suckers out, and put plenty of pressure and slide forward to the fret you're supposed to be on. So you're going to use your second finger to go to the third dot, the third fret, I should say, the first dot. Most guitars have a dot on the third fret, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th, and 12th, and so on. But you're going to focus on that third fret. Focus your attention to that third fret. Second finger, top string, push up to the fret. We're going to have a separation here. If you find your fingers on this chord being too close, it's not right. You need to force a separation here, because the second finger is going to go a string down and a fret back to the second fret. The G chord traditionally would just have one finger on the very bottom. So there's a big pull back. You want to pull this sucker way back. This is a traditional, you could call it maybe a folk G or country G. And that would be it. That's a traditional G. If you're playing more modern songs, a lot of times we're going to play a G with these two fingers, and they're going to be stacked on top of each other. On the brightest string at the bottom of the 3rd fret, and right on top of it to the 5th string down, 3rd fret. Notice again, all the fingers are pushed up to the fret, and I have nice round fingers. So you may need 3 weeks to work on that. I don't know where you are as a player. But now, if you're ready, let's talk about just a couple chords that often go with this G. What I would recommend you playing with this G is what they call the C add 9. And all you have to do to make it is take these two top fingers as a pair, bring them down one string, and focus your pick to that string where your second finger is, and that string down. It's not bad to play the top string, but it's much cleaner to strum it from here down. I would strum that for 8 strums and go to that for 8 strums, and just practice that if you're not already playing that. Another chord that goes with G is like an E minor or a traditional C. You'll want to work on the traditional C. But anyway, G's buddies are E minor, C, and D. That's just his best friends. Alright, I hope that was helpful. Remember those main rules. Push up to the fret you're on, make nice round fingers, and have plenty of pressure into the string and into the fret. We're trying to shorten the string. When we push, we're trying to shorten the string from this point and this point to whatever that new fretted position is. And that makes the pitch raise up. Anyway, I'm Jacob Paul with Inside Out Studio. I'll see you on the next video.